Hello and welcome to the Creepypasta Debate. Today, Slender Man. Overrated or oversaturated? Yes! Join us tomorrow when we lament the existence of Jeff the Killer. Today I'm going to be watching The Last Crusade, which I can only presume is the last Cutie Mark Crusaders episode that we're ever going to get to see. I have been made aware that there is a spoiler roaming around. Through very careful ducking, muting of Twitter words, and blocking of the screen whenever I'm doing anything on the internet, I've actually managed to avoid what that spoiler is, so this is gonna be big. Yeah, I have been told that it's made the news, so between hearing that and actually getting to watch the episode, I haven't even really looked at any headlines. I have basically put myself into a media blackout. And so with all that hype about it, I'm presuming this is going to be something epically huge, which means, of course, I'm going to be disappointed when it actually turns out to be kinda basic. Well, let's not waste any more time speculating. Let's put the headphones on and try and just figure out which bit made the news, shall I? Okay, let's go. Cutie Mark Crusaders. Okay, so, well, to be fair, it was always going to be a Crusaders episode.
We're at my house!
Wait! Okay, that's one thing. That's one thing. A certain someone can no longer tease me about Scoots being homeless.
Did we suggest not tying?
Wait, what? Not tying? Wait, was that his Cutie Mark? He got a Cutie Mark in not tying. Well, I suppose talents for everything.
Oh, how exciting! You three truly have
What?
a gift
Oh.
for helping ponies.
Oh, hang on. Okay, are these the two aunts?
I'm not sure we can take credit for this one.
Of course you can. You encourage that cult to try new things.
And what her name, I presume, is Aunt Fake Cockney. What?
I can't decide what theme to give this quilt. I've run out of inspiration.
Do quilts really need themes? Just put patches together.
Goodness, we better get going or we'll miss our train home. I left you plenty of healthy food
Hey.
for the weekend.
Hang
And
on.
I left you
Going
cookies.
home?
The cakes will stay with you tonight.
So, great, they're abandoning her.
Remember, we're just a few stops
What?
from Ponyville if you need us.
She knows, Holiday. See you next week, Slugger.
So,
Bye, Holiday! Bye, Aunt
great,
Poppy!
we're finally getting to meet these aunts. And what, they're now just abandoning her?
They're coming home today! Who? My parents!
Okay. Right, so we finally get to meet Scoots' parents. So, okay, it turns out they're not abandoning her because her parents are coming home, but they were about to, just right, okay, here we are. You're going to stay with these guys and then someone else is going to come and look after you and bye, we're off on holiday while your parents are not busy, out not being dead.
Today, we're going to learn about the Pegasus Weather Factory.
In the Rainbow Factory.
Scootaloo, may I help you?
I just noticed your erasers needed
Well,
dusting.
come on, can you really blame her for being a little bit excited? The parents she hasn't seen in goodness knows how many years are finally coming home. Oh, and we finally get to see Cheerilee again. And they're back in school again. So, yeah, they're fine.
Home to Ponyville today!
Congratulations! Again, I can understand why she's excited. So what, is this another fan service episode? We finally get to meet Scoot's parents and where she's been living, and Cheerilee's back in existence, and the school hasn't been demolished or put out of business by Twilight School of Friendship.
My mom had to wing wrestle a wyvern, and my dad got trapped in a chimera's cave for 3 moons.
3 moons? How do you get captured anywhere for 3? What is going on with time in Equestria? That's a crocodile or something? Okay, no, not good. Big monster, big creature, classroom, kid's gonna get eaten. Whoa. Okay, I'm presuming this is Daddy.
Time you were in your crate for your nap.
Please don't tell me he released that into the school to make a grand entrance.
Mom! Dad! Still think she's making it all up? Nuh-uh.
No, I'm kind of hoping she had been, because that is quite an entrance. Hey, let's get these kids eaten and then save them.
I hope we didn't interrupt anything. No, I think class is dismissed.
Yeah, that was actually a better response than if it had been me. If I had been in that classroom, I'd have been sitting in a puddle. If I was lucky.
Did you get all my letters?
And read them 20 times, but they're never as good as the real thing. It's so good to see you.
I say we celebrate with ice cream sundaes.
But why do you go off adventuring anyway?
They traveled to the farthest, most dangerous places in Equestria to study unknown plants and fierce creatures. And what they learn helps ponies, science, and medicine.
When you've got a child like that, a young filly who needs your attention to grow up into a well-rounded... This is actually explaining quite a lot already.
I can give you a tour of the school if you want. I mean, if you're staying for a while this time.
Oh, right. There we go. So they usually drop in just long enough to give her a hug and then skip back out again, do they?
We've taken a new job assignment that will let all of us live together.
Okay, so they're going to be a family.
We never planned to be away for so long in the first place. We just kept discovering things that could help Equestria. And no pony else had the experience to finish our job.
But with all that's happened lately, Sombra's return, the destruction of the Tree of Harmony, we decided our family should be together.
Oh, what? And all the other tragic near-death events that happened in and around Ponyville weren't enough to bring them back.
We'll stay in town for the weekend, so you can pack your things.
Wait, what?
What?
We're all moving to Shire Lanka. That's where our new job is.
What?
But my friends are in Ponyville.
You can come back and visit them.
Oh, no. Are we getting the it doesn't matter where we are, we're still friends wherever episode?
It'll be a big change for every pony, but it'll be a good change. Give it time. You'll see.
Apart from anything else, though, she's just a kid. She can't stay there forever.
The only thing I see is the end of the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Well, no, again, I mean, Babseed is an official Crusader now. She's off in Manhattan.
I now call our last ever Cutie Mark Crusader meeting to order.
Oh, boy.
First item of business. Cry!
Yeah, I can sympathize.
You gotta keep being CMCs without me. How? There's only 2 of us.
No, the parents are gonna decide to move to Ponyville, aren't they? This can't be allowed to go on this way, not if they're starting this tragically.
It's worse for me. I have to say goodbye to both.
Guess who just got 3 front row tickets to the Wonderbolt show next week?
Yeah, bad timing.
Her parents are making her move super far away from Ponyville. What? No way.
No, this can't be allowed. Although, again, we are gonna have to get the message of it doesn't matter where we are, no matter how far apart, we'll still be friends. So this is actually kind of a toss-up as to whether we're seeing that now in the most tragic possible way, rather than the heartwarming way that it could be.
What if we get them a job here instead? Yeah, they like dangerous creatures, right? We gotta have some of those around here.
You get attacked by them nearly every day. I'm sure you can find some somewhere.
They only study super rare animals. Then maybe we need to give them an animal no pony's ever heard of.
I don't like where this is going.
We're making it up.
Yeah, there we go.
So, you want these tickets, or?
Perspective, Dashi. You've just been told that one of them is going to have to move away forever.
So the plan is, we let them get a picture, then we hide again, right?
How do you even see out of that thing?
Now the plan is run!
Okay, never mind. Apparently it's the only creature in nature whose butt overtakes itself.
Guess you solved the mystery.
Yeah, now explain to them why you're doing this, Scoots. Explain to them that you cannot leave. Okay, wow, 3 days? That's not a lot. That's not a lot of time to come up with a good plan.
We just gotta show your parents we're a set of 3.
Well, yes. I mean, it's not necessarily quite how it works, but try anything like that. I really hope he got those out of the wash and not the chemicals.
Are these yours?
Yeah, thanks, Dad. We're sending them to the Pony Book of Records. We're the only 3 ponies in Equestria with the same cutie mark. The chances of that are so rare. It means we belong together forever.
Or it means you've got a memento of each other now.
I think it means you'll stay best friends no matter where you go, and that's really special.
Wow, can he really be that oblivious? His daughter is suffering. He can't not see it.
All right, y'all. Time to take things up a notch.
You're gonna poison yourselves and die together?
Prune juice? It's a potion I mixed up from Zakura's book. Prune is only one of the ingredients. What's it do?
I'm a little nervous to find out myself.
On this potion, please depend. Any separation, mend. Friends together till the end. We just gotta dab a little on our hooves. Sounds perfect, right? Better than perfect.
Okay, what's it actually gonna do? Hang on, it's not gonna turn them into just like one blended pony, is it? Nope, it's gonna tie them together. Okay.
Is this the something that's supposed to happen? The book didn't really say.
So it appears to be a punishment for ponies who don't get along.
This just gave me an even better idea how to keep you here.
Well, being as she apparently literally can't leave without the other 2 now.
Maybe we'd better see Zakura about fixing this first.
Oh, come on, no, just explain to them that you can't leave.
This has to work!
What is this plan now?
Scootaloo, I know you're having fun with your friends, but we need to get all our things to the station.
Oh,
We can't miss tomorrow's train. It's the only one for a month.
okay, and now the next plan is going to be if you miss the train, then, you know, they can't go.
I'm staying with the CMCs. We are chained to this post, and nothing and no pony is gonna move us.
Yeah,
No
because
matter-
posts, there you go.
We just sold the house, Scoot.
Whoa, okay, so no, now if she really stays, she actually has nowhere to live.
You're making me pick between my family and my friends.
Actually, they're not making you pick, they're picking for you.
Why don't you sleep over with Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom tonight? It'll give you a chance to say a real goodbye.
Oh, no. Oh,
You're changing my whole life without even asking how I feel.
and they kind of have to because they have got that new job to go to. They are the parents. They are the ones who have to make the decisions and do the mean stuff like making the kid move.
There isn't another train to Shire Lanko for a month. If I'm not on it, they'll have to go without me.
I don't think that's the best move. You see, they're going to then not go, and you're going to be responsible for them missing and losing that job?
You're the best, you know that? We're the best. Together.
See, at the moment, I really can't tell if this is going to be the goodbye episode or the things are gonna stay the same episode.
I've got a surprise for you.
Oh no, they're there, aren't they? No, it's the quilt. It's the quilt
It's Cutie Mark Crusader themed.
that's Cutie Mark Crusader themed. She is actually going to end up leaving, isn't she? Oh no.
Mom and Dad are back, and they're making me move to Shire Lanko with them.
Snapping mine a back? They didn't tell me that.
Oh, I think the mail pony delivered your letter to my house.
So, hang on, if that letter went to the wrong place, then she wasn't supposed to find out that they were coming back?
That's it! Is this another potion idea? No! Scootaloo's parents are the only ponies in Equestria that can do what they do, right?
When was that? Why? How? What? What, there are no other adventurous ponies?
Our job is to help other ponies find their purpose. And no pony else can do that. So if my parents split us up, it'd be just as bad as them quitting their jobs.
Or, you know, yours aren't technically jobs, it's more community service?
Feeling better, Scootaloo?
A little. I just want to show you something before we go.
All right, but let's make it swift. That train won't wait.
Okay, which way is this gonna go? I honestly can't tell which way this is going.
What is all this?
Oh, please don't let this turn into a goodbye bash.
It's Cutie Mark Crusader Appreciation Day! But we couldn't start without all of them here. CMCs!
I mean, okay, yeah, the core 3 CMC maybe need to be together, but we know that there are CMC all over the place, so...
I would like to present the Cutie Mark Crusaders with a 3-handled key to the city.
Congratulations, you must be so proud. Get on that train. Not actually what I'm saying. I'm just, that's what they gotta be thinking.
Well, I'll be a three-tailed bandicoot. I had no idea how important Scoot's club was.
So yeah, he thought it was just them playing around. Okay.
Whether it's encouraging others to discover their special talent,
Or inspiring them to do what's in their heart.
Okay, so we're seeing a lot of creatures that we've not seen that we've not seen in a while. No. Okay, they're not dragging her away. Not at this point.
After all that, you're still gonna make her leave?
We just want what's best for Scootaloo.
No, they actually are dragging her away. Okay.
Turns out, you're just like us, Scoot. You have an important job that only you can do. You love it, and it helps all of Equestria.
Sometimes that means missing out on other things you love, like watching our daughter grow into a pony we're very proud of.
Remind me again why no one else can do their job, why they had to be apart from their child for so long and didn't get to watch her grow up.
You want to stay, we understand.
Thanks, Dad! Thanks, Mom!
Okay, there we go. So there is no way that this episode isn't bittersweet. She was either going to be leaving them or she's losing her parents again.
Our work is our life's purpose. We could never quit, so there's no way we can ask you to do the same.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you sold the house.
Lofty, don't tease my brother. We already have a solution worked out.
And what is this solution?
We've decided to move here.
You can live with us, Scootaloo, if you'd like.
That would be amazing!
Okay, so bringing into line with the canon of the books, she now lives with her aunts while her parents are off risking their lives and possibly never coming home. There we go. Okay. I'm not quite sure that I found that episode as satisfying as I should have. I mean, considering that for 9 seasons now, we've been waiting to find out what Scoot's home life is like. And for one particular person, you know who you are, this has been an opportunity to torture me at every single opportunity. Yeah, that one kind of got away from me there, didn't it? But I kind of have a bit of a problem over-empathizing with certain literally everything. And so there is someone out there, one of my friends, who has at every opportunity they can taken to explaining Scoots' home life in a cardboard box in an alley in the rain where she lives alone and lonely and sad, and now we know that's not the truth. She's been abandoned by her parents and is living in a nice house with a group of ponies who is occasionally brought in to look after her. Well, it's a step up from the cardboard box, I suppose. But what did we learn in this episode? It's that Scoots' parents' job is apparently far more important than their own daughter, and that they're that oblivious to her well-being that they think that moving her to an essentially entirely different region is the best way to go. Sometimes that actually does happen. You know, parents get relocated for a job, kid has to move, and there's no real happy conclusion to it. I've had friends just vanish that same way. This is not the best way of putting across that message, because in the real world, you can't just manipulate your parents into letting you stay. In a more realistic world situation, this would have been the "we're still connected no matter how far apart we are" episode. And I gotta say, those parents, the dad at least, more than a little unnecessarily reckless. I really hope that crocodile thing broke free of its cage and escaped into the school, because if he released that into there to make his entrance, then that is the sort of parent that should be immediately investigated by some sort of equestrian child welfare service, because that, nearly getting a group of kids eaten, is not a good way to make an entrance. And on that same note, yes, okay, apparently their job is important. I missed exactly what it was, but apparently he documents monsters and she writes about them and together they capture them, sort of thing, which... Is there really no one else that can do that? I'm going to have to watch the episode again to find out. My editor will explain it up here, I'm sure. You know, explain the bits that I missed and how relevant that was. But if that is their job, then is there really no one else in the whole land who can do that? And more importantly, is it really appropriate for anyone with children to have that job? Because one day she is going to get that letter. While she's staying with her aunts, she is going to get that letter that says, "I'm sorry, your parents have been eaten." But yeah, okay, at least we've got a conclusion to the story arc of what is Scoot's home life. And apparently it's not ideal. She's being looked after by a string of ponies while her parents are out and about. But still, it's better than some people have been claiming. I suppose one reason that I feel this could have gone better is that I did have it quite heavily hyped for me. I was told that this episode would be something really big for me, and yeah, learning about Scoot's home life, yes, that is big, but I think I may have gone in a little overhyped for... Actually, that's a point. Why was this in the news? Hang on, give me a second. Really? That's why it made the news? That can't be... Hang on. Okay. Well, that's infinitely depressing, isn't it? It made the news because apparently it featured a same-sex couple. Yes, apparently those aunts, and while I did in the beginning say aunts, yeah, there was actually no evidence throughout the episode that they were anything other than Scootaloo's aunts. I mean, yes, okay, it seems to be generally widely accepted that they are a couple, in which case, fantastic for the representation there, but I read the comments. I saw the comments on those articles. You know what? I'm going to start a new planet. Anyone want to join me? Anyone want to join me on my new planet where commenting on news articles will not be allowed if that's the sort of thing you're going to say? I mean, okay, to be fair, some of those responses were a little bit more heartwarming, but again, it's entirely what you would expect. But, you know what? That's not something for this channel. That's something for the other channel where I do vents on just this sort of thing. So look for that there. Or, you know, don't, it's up to you. And I'm just going to keep this channel for purely happy pony things. So, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's certainly been an event, hasn't it? And until next time, don't read the responses. Bye-bye.
You encourage that cult to try new things.
That's what she said!
My parents are dead.
We're all gonna die!
I hope we didn't interrupt anything. No.
Guess who just got 3 front row tickets to the Wonderbolt show next week? That's where their new job is.